So for a brief moment before being stepped and taken away by Maggie Hoshite. Still in the Thunder attacking half. Hamilton in the vicinity. Played in. Right channel. Shannon advances with the right foot trying to get to Moss. It's cut off there and headed away by Scott Nicky. And possessed down by Summer Druskowski. Handful of freshmen on the starting 11 for the Vikings in this ball game. Good ball played up in the direction of Mosley, but he'll skip its way through past Brait, and she'll defer to Barreto, who collects in the box.
First touch of the game for Hillary Barreto. Hasn't been too active so far in the first half, Judah.
We mentioned that defensive string of consecutive shutouts in conference play for the Thunder. Their most recent coming in Bloomington last Saturday, 4-0, and Kelsey Graham recorded that shutout and the victory, her 6th shutout of the year, meaning that's a CCIW best so far. Here's this ball played in toward the middle as it's played up, and now Brait steps with the left foot, gets away, headed back into the Viking attacking half. Here comes Mosley. Getting right foot to it is Sharkey, though, and it's played to Woolridge with space.
Good job by both Brait and Sharkey early on, just standing their ground defensively and holding up to that small attack by the Vikings.
Now Sharkey will join the attacking half. Alexis steps once, collides with the defensive player, and there's a foul.
Gets called for the foul. Judah, I don't accept or condone diving, but there are a few times that Sharkey and both, not Barreto, Woldridge, they're kind of fouled in and around the box, and if you do take that a little bit, maybe go to ground, you're going to get the foul. Luckily, Sharkey just got it right here.
From about 35 out on the right side, a good ball played deep into the 6, but it's going to be picked up there by Chu. Not a bad idea from Alexa Sharkey, though. A lot of white shirts in the vicinity. Here's Chu putting it down, and Lee sends it right back where it came from. Gadara trying to go and get it, but Chu comes to the top of the box to collect. And to the 11th minute. Still no score. Shannon touches with the right foot, and now will be a Viking throw, offensive half. Coming over to take it, carries Scott Nicky. Scott Nicky, the sophomore from Aurora. Here's this ball played into the half. Now Mosley dribbles around. Shannon will unleash with the right foot. Well high and well wide, but you know the intentions of Mosley in this game, Tim. It's whenever she gets the ball, she's going to have a chance against the stingy Thunder defense. She wants to make the most of it and get as many looks at the goal as possible.
Absolutely. That one was kind of a little bit of wishful thinking from Mosley, Judah. But you're right. She has that instinct. You can tell that already when we're 11 minutes into the game. She's going to be somebody that the defense for Wheaton is going to want to watch out for. She's got a killer instinct.
Pass looking for Gadara. Good step and touch away by the Vikings, but still won by Seabolt. Seabolt had it tipped away, wanting to go get it back. Steps unable to collect. It will stay with the Thunder, though. Last touch by Augustana. Sharkey will come over to take it. She's got Shannon near side if she wants to play to carry. Will advance along that far sideline. The ricochet comes to Shannon. Shannon looking to fend off 2 defenders. Steps with the right foot. Deflected. Away. And the Thunder still maintain possession along that far side. Augustana has been playing some pretty good ball recently. They've gone 2-0 in the past week, including a victory over number 24 ranked Warburg, or at the time they were ranked 24th in the nation. Augie won that game 4-2 last Wednesday, and then this past weekend defeated North Central 3-2. So a pretty competitive game with the Cardinals of Naperville, but fortunately for Augustana, they were able to keep their CCIW undefeated mark at 5-0 going into this game. Here's a nice ball looking for Mosley as she collects. A bit of a too far of a touch. She couldn't collect upon first chance. Now rolls it over along that far side. A couple of Thunder defenders over there, including Hamilton and Brait. Touched off by Hamilton. Mosley will take a throw. Now she'll defer and enter the field of play again. And let Allie Frickman, the junior, take the throw instead on the far sideline edge of the 18. Mosley working one-on-one against Annie Hamilton. Plays it back to Frickman. Frickman will send it in toward the middle of the 18. Sharkey heads it away over the end line. We'll get our first corner kick of the match, and it belongs to Augustana.
Good? Oh, come on, dude.
Thunder coming off that victory over Illinois Wesleyan last Saturday.
I don't respect
Defeated University of Chicago earlier last week 1-0. And of course, it's a double overtime ball game that resulted in a draw against Elmhurst. First scoring chance for Augustana. It's loose, a chance to shoot. Oh, and a touch gets to it just in time, high above the 6. Bray gets to it with a header. DeMoss comes and clears it away with a brief time being. Now sent another high ball in toward the 6. It's going to fall once in the 6 and now be over the end line for a Barreto goal kick.
That was difficult for Barreto, Judah, trying to read that, not only because the very high lofted ball really right into the 6-yard box, but also the sun, as it's coming down here, it's going to create some tough angles for that sunlight, but very good job collecting that and keeping it scoreless here.
Scoreless indeed it remains as we approach 30 minutes to go for the first half. Still early portions first half. This ball ricocheted back and forth. Shannon looking to collect. Shoulders the ball up into the air. Now coming over to possess nicely Kelly Farrell. Whistle blows and a first foul against the Thunder goes against Shannon. Free kick coming just about 10 yards on the offensive half for Augie. Addressing and taking the kick will be Morgan Olson, the senior.
Judah, will be interested to see what Olson does with this ball. If she opts to kind of waft it in, you want to watch out for Mosley, 5'9". She's a big target. She could get a head on it.
They go in that direction. A foot gets to it at the top of the box, but it's kept back into the Thunder possession. DeMoss has it, does a nice job to turn around and collect to herself. Jen Lee playing the left defensive wing for the Thunder. Advances to Gadara. Gadara into Shannon. Shannon sends it up the pitch for Hamilton. Hamilton looking to swing a left-footed pass in, but it got deflected and touched. DeMoss looking to try to get cute with it and touch to either herself or Gadara, but that one unsuccessful. Advanced up the pitch for Augustana, but it sails out of bounds before Kelly Farrell could get to it. Quick throw in for the Thunder. DeMoss touched away out of bounds. Wheaton will keep it in the attacking half. Lee to take the throw. DeMoss looking to help a header onto herself and now into Gadara. It's set back in toward the top of the 18. Hamilton's there. She'll unleash a right-footed shot, but it's blocked. Sent slicing, spinning away toward that far sideline. Sharkey gives chase. It's out of bounds. Thunder will keep it with a throw. Wheaton seems to have been on the attack. Definitely more often in the initial 16 minutes of play than Augustana. They hope to keep that time possession in their favor throughout the rest of the first half, and the numbers don't lie to them. When the Thunder do possess the ball more often than not, they will come up with the victory. This ball deflected and sent out of bounds.
Judah, as you've been saying, the ball, gameplay has been for the majority of the time this half on Wheaton's side of the field. They've had a few shots, just a couple on goal, but a lot that have been deflected. Some of those have to go in at one point or another.
Here comes Farrell working around, trying to find Mosley again. Not enough on it, but she gets it back after the touch by Carson. Turns it, got it with the right foot, shoots, but a diving save made by Hillary Barreto.
Very good effort by Barreto, Judah. It's dangerous looking play here from the Vikings. Just the counterattack, kind of taking Wheaton by surprise. The defense wasn't really ready to handle it. Very, very well hit shot by number 20, Kelly Farrell, sending Barreto diving. Don't want to see more of that. That's very dangerous play.
Seeing Kelly Farrell and Taylor Mosley look for each other when the other has the ball, look for those through balls and back and forth give and go plays. And that one resulted in a shot on goal, but Barreto was up to the task here on senior night. Here's DeMoss with the right foot, had touched away out of bounds.
And Judah, the stats don't lie for the Augustana Vikings. Not only are Kelly Farrell and Taylor Mosley the leading goal scorers for the team, they also lead their team in assists. These two just work off each other, score goals, and make it happen for the Vikings.
A very telling point indeed. Here's DeMoss dribbling toward the end line, sends it along on the ground. Touched away as it spins through the 18. Gadara comes back to collect. Back to DeMoss it goes, but cleared out by the defense. Out to the midfield stripe.
Here we go again, the counterattack from Augustana.
Farrell into Mosley, playing in the middle. Mosley steps over once, now dribbles on her left foot, goes ahead and sends it toward the post, but Barreto falls on it, protecting the far post.
Judah, really technical effort there from Mosley. Quick scissor kick action kind of over the ball, and then really taking a nice shot with the left foot. another really good opportunity for the Vikings.
Quickly, we've already seen, though, as long as the Augustana defense gets it up to Farrell or Mosley's direction with numbers, they can be dangerous. They've already got a couple shots on goal within the last minute. Gadara helps a header in toward the middle. Can Siebold come and get it? She does. She sends it to DeMoss, dribbling into the box. Sends it forward with the left foot, but collecting on the near post is Meredith Chu. His play starts to get up and down a little bit, Tim. The keeper's getting involved.
We're on both ends of the field now, Judah, that's for sure. Maybe not the kind of hit that Leah DeMoss wanted on that, kind of a slow roller right to Meredith Chu in goal, but still positive signs.
We'll have our first substitute of the game at the next available opportunity. Is looking to check in is Kristen Rao, the freshman midfielder. Kristen collected her first collegiate goal last Saturday against Illinois Wesleyan, picking up a goal in the 41st minute to give the Thunder the 1-0 lead at that point. They, of course, advanced to collect 3 more goals in the second half en route to the 4-0 lead and eventual victory.
Number 24, Kristen Rao.
Annie Hamilton will come off the pitch. Rao enters for head coach B. Felsky's squad. Augustana 13-3 overall, 5-0 in conference. We've mentioned they're 7-3, at home and on the road. They have yet to lose, Tim. They're 5-0 in road games and 1-0 on neutral sites. Normally you see that the other way around with the home records, especially in the Thunder case, being the better of the two, but Augie apparently loves travel.
They can do it according to the numbers, Judah, and it's quite the trek up here from Rock Island all the way up to Wheaton. A lot of time spent on the bus and getting ready, but they're able to do it. More power to them.
We've made that trip to Rock Island a few times for all sorts of sports that we've covered here on WTN, and let's just put it this way, there's a lot of time to get homework done, and it's easy to come out flat, but Augustana hasn't done that in this ball game, and they haven't really all season with the 5-0 road record that they've had so far in 2012. Thunder, of course, hoping to change that, trying to keep their outstanding home record intact. They've lost here on the home pitch just once this season, and of course have that one conference draw against Elmhurst. They're hoping that that one loss and one draw are all the non-victory results that they have for the season here at Joe Bean, and they have a chance here today to put themselves at the #1 seed for the CCIW standings and get home field advantage throughout the conference tournament and perhaps the national tournament as well, at least for a couple rounds. And we'll see, and we'll pass that information along as soon as we get it. Stay tuned to athletics.we.edu for all that information. This ball is being played along the middle third for the last few segments of play, and now sent in toward the post again.
Another shot on goal for Farrell, Judah. She's racking them up early, giving Hillary Barretto a lot of work to do.
And from distance as well, Tim. From about 25 yards out that time. But Barretto able to collect. Now the Thunder back on the attack. Turning it around is Woolridge. Looking to get it to Gadara, but it's touched away, sent high into the air. Here comes Rao with the header. Woolridge on the left foot. Brought down to the turf. Played the other way by Kristen Boson. Midfielder. Now fighting for it, Jessica Cross. No substitutes yet for Augustana throughout this first half, as there's 23 minutes remaining in the opening frame. Played into the Viking attacking half. Here's Karsten, though, alone with it. Laura will play back into the middle for Brait. Brait's got some green to work with. Farrell is in the vicinity, but not close. Now advances to Karsten. Laura sends it high, looping ball, looking for Siebold. Siebold wanted the drop in the run, but a good step and sent forward by Hoshai. Here's DeMoss looking to win that ball, had it touched away. Rao gets it back, tries to loop another one for DeMoss. Nice little piece by Rao there. DeMoss does collect in the near side corner, wants to cross, blocked. Corner kick coming for the Thunders. That went out of bounds.
Number 16, Sydney Sharkey. Thunder, corner kick.
So DeMoss and Shannon will come over to take it. Looks like Carey will be the one to send it forward. Perhaps a two-touch play here. One-man defense with Stephanie Barr for the Vikings. Shannon ready. Touches to DeMoss and will cross it in. It's a low liner and sent away by the one-man pressure of Barr.
Number 25, Allie Witt.
So here comes Allie Witt.
Corner kick.
Allie Witt enters the ball game, and Sarah Gadare will come off. Allie, 11 goals on the season. Shannon ready again. This time we'll just slice it into the back for Jen Lee and hope that Jen can cross it in. But she puts this one on the outside of her foot. Not much offensive attempt here for the Thunder. Sent back into the defensive half, and Brait collects. Brait sends it near, or far side I should say, for Alexa Sharkey. Looking for Seabolt cutting through the box, but it'll stip once in the turf and into the arms of Meredith Chu again. Wheaton has this home match with Augustana, followed by the match Friday afternoon. Here's Kelly Farrell as she dribbles in. Oh, wanted to pass in toward the middle looking for a runner, but Karsten, good extension to go and collect. Possession still won by Augie in the offensive and touched away. Thunder's next contest comes in 2 days, also at 4:30 p.m. and a home match against Milliken to round out CCIW play before this CCIW tournament semifinal on the 30th of October next Tuesday, where the Thunder, barring 2 defeats between Wednesday and Friday, are slated to win the second seed in the CCIW and host that game. This ball sent in toward the box, scoops its way right into Barreto though, and she collects. No harm there. Ball thrown out to that far sideline. It's brought across, put it in the right channel for Shannon. Shannon changes field, near side for Lee. Lee brings it past the halfway point. Advances to Seabolt. Seabolt working off pressure, gets it to Rao almost.
Rao's got to step to that one, Judah. She got caught standing.
Not much pace on that one. Rao was cut off by the defender. Sent back in toward that far side for Sharkey. Sharkey collects there. Steps over once to the midfield stripe and puts it forward. Back to Sharkey. Booted high into the air in this occasion by Juskowski, the freshman from Manhattan, Illinois. Into the Thunder defensive half as we continue back and forth play here in the middle third. 19 minutes, coming up on 19 minutes to go for the first half. Rout tried to put it up to DeMoss, but it was
number 21, Amanda Tucker.
Another substitute coming into the game this time for Augustana as Amanda Tucker comes onto the pitch, and coming off is Stephanie Barr. DeMoss controls, and the Thunder defensive half goes near side for Lee. Jen fires it over, touched away by Boson for Augustana. Now Mosley looking to turn her around. Pretty aggressive possession by Mosley. She works with Carrie Shannon.
She's got good foot skills, Judah.
Equaling her aggression. She does indeed. Brait pops this one with the right heel high into the air. Coming over was Witt. She was shouldered off the ball. Shannon with the header, now possessed up to the ground by Juskowski. Slides this one in the top for Mosley. Looking for Farrell. Can she get to it? She does outside the 6. Drops it for her teammate. The shot comes high and wide. Is getting a right foot to it was Amanda Tucker, who just entered the ball game. But there goes Mosley and Farrell again. Both combining on that pass attempt to give Tucker a chance at the net.
That 1-2 between those two, Farrell and Mosley, Judah, is dangerous. And, you know, Farrell did a very, very good job setting up number 121, Amanda Tucker, for that shot on goal. She just came in. She's probably doesn't have it all together, but dangerous, again, from the Vikings.
This ball now played in the middle circle for Rao. Changes field, looking to slide it through. Cut off by the defensive Allie Frickman. Out of bounds, Thunder maintained possession on that far sideline. Sharkey sends it looking for Seabolt, touched away by the defense. Seabolt trying to come back and get it, and Witt was in the vicinity there as well, but they both deferred to each other, and now a foul called. Looks like against Seabolt, as going to the turf was Morgan Olson in the defense. How difficult is it, Tim, on a level of when you're freshly entered into a ball game? At one level, you have more energy than the others, but sometimes it may be difficult to control touches and pace and things of that nature.
Especially with soccer. When you first get in, there's a process of just kind of getting your feet on the ground and getting kind of in with the flow of the game. And it is difficult if you get lined up with a shot right in front of goal and you've been on for all of 10 seconds. It might be difficult to keep your focus, concentrate, and get that shot on goal, like we saw with Amanda Tucker. But, once you do kind of, settle in, it doesn't take too long, Judah.
Barreto collects this loose ball through the box. we'll keep an eye on that as more substitutes undoubtedly come through, especially in the latter portions of the first half on schedule. Sydney Sharkey into the ball game as well. She entered a while ago on that far sideline. She touches here. Now Shannon across the midfield stripe advances looking for Seabolt. Seabolt turns it around and leaves it for Sydney Sharkey. She gets to it. Sprints her way in toward the box. Crosses it in. Deflected down and chopped down with the left foot. Sharkey gets to it again though. Puts it in toward the middle looking for a teammate. Still loose. Now punched out off the foot of Amanda Tucker, but Shannon comes back over to collect. Here's Lee about 30 yards out. Can she get it there? Not enough on it to get it to DeMoss. Was hoping to cut her way back in toward the top of the box. Touched away instead, out of bounds. Another Thunder throw. DeMoss turns this one around nicely. Coming back though to collect and send it forward is Jaskowski. Farrell in the vicinity, and now Brate collects in the back for the Thunder. Thought about going near side, got Farrell to commit, and instead went into the middle. Now far sideline for Sharkey. 15.5 remaining in the first half. We'll have some senior festivities honoring the Thunder seniors at halftime, so we'll keep it live here through the half, at least through the first portions of the half, so that you all can enjoy the ceremony there. Here's Lee looking to fight for this ball back and forth with Farrell, and ultimately it goes out of bounds for a Viking throw. Bringing it up the sideline here is Nikki. Fires in for Farrell. Lee working against her. Back to Scott Nicky. Sends it in toward that top. But Brate steps and clears away. Seabolt comes over to bring possession down for the Thunder. Over to Sharkey. Sydney, that is. Advancing along through, looking for Witt. Witt lets it ride possession, possess it all the way toward the end line, but unable to make that final touch to keep it in play. And it'll be a goal kick for Augustana. Mary Pettit enters the ball game, another freshman for the Thunder, part of that good young core of talent that Coach Felsky has at his disposal here in 2012. Anna Seabolt will come off the pitch. She's done some good things for the Thunder offensively here in this first half, creating some opportunities in the box. Not as many as of late as we may have seen in the first 10 or 15 minutes or so. So Augustana has started to get some offensive attacks going of their own in these 10 minutes. We play on. It's some possession here. Here's Allie Witt through the box. Shoots. Oh, and a great stop saved by Meredith Chu.
Very good effort by Witt. I thought that was in for sure. She had an open shot with her right foot, her favorite foot, but really fantastic diving effort from Chu. She was great positioning for her as a keeper. Shut that one down.
Really had one shot at that, and she was able to find the proper angle and collect. Very nicely done by the freshman. Now here's DeMoss looking to win around pressure on that near side corner, but she is touched away and now commits a foul, pushing down the defender, Scott Nicky, to the ground. Carrie Stotnicki seems to be doing a pretty effective job working one-on-one against Leah DeMoss, Tim, so far in this first half.
Yeah, she's been marking Leah DeMoss very, very well throughout the half, Judah. Able to shut her down. We've seen some good efforts out of DeMoss, but not that kind of the fireworks that we've seen in previous games, like against Chicago. I think she scored like the third minute of the game. Which is impressive, but we'd love to see a goal out of DeMoss tonight.
Well, that battle will definitely continue between Scott Nicky and DeMoss. We'll keep an eye on it. Here's Shannon now in the middle, sending it far side for Sharkey. The freshman brings it over, tries to play in toward her classmate Pettit, but it was touched away and now sent into the Viking offensive. Brate will come over to collect for Wheaton. 12.5 to go now in the first half. Still no score from Joe Bean Stadium. Got our video up and running again. We apologize for the technical difficulties that we were experiencing there earlier in the first half. You can always join us on WETN FM 88.1 in the greater Wheaton area, or always online, where video and audio can be at WETN.org. We'll be here again at 7 o'clock tonight for the men's kickoff against Augustana, as the Thunder men coming off a huge victory down in Bloomington last week. Here's a chance for the Vikings as Mosley's playing in, looking for Farrell. She also has got a teammate along their side. Continues to possess. Now will shoot and score!
Bad giveaway by Karsten, and Mosley capitalizes on it, Judah. Taking on the Wheaton College defense all by
Entering the
herself.
lead, number 11, Megan Campbell, number 26, Anna Burnridge.
You really thought that at some point Mosley might be looking to shoot a pass over to Farrell, even drop it to Amanda Tucker, who is unmarked at the top of the box. But Mosley, the senior, she took matters into her own hands and worked around the defense and got herself just enough space to rifle off a shot. And Tim, we didn't need to say it anymore already, but Mosley's definitely got the talent to get off any shot with very little space.
You're right, Judah. She's got the talent, and she's also got that forward striker instinct. She had no thought in her mind of passing that ball. She was going to take it all on her own, making the space herself, kind of stopping on top of the 18, and then got going quickly again to open up space for herself. Just rockets with the right foot, and that's into the side netting on the left side of the goal. Nothing Hillary Barreto could really do about that. That was a very good shot by Mosley.
Credit Mosley with the goal, her 11th of the season. As we approach 11 minutes to go in this first half, Augie now takes a critical 1-0 lead in this ball game. Can the Thunder respond before the first half comes to an end? Vikings looking for another. Here's Mosley on another counter, looking for Farrell, but Bray steps and gets in front. Here comes Megan Campbell. Haven't mentioned her name too many times today, but here comes Amanda Tucker to take it away from Campbell. Some pretty good fire in the offense right now for Augie. Good footwork and control by Farrell on this sequence. Played back in the Augustana defense. Advanced up. Step once is Sharkey. Now Alexa in the back. Looking to win this header. Does turn it around. Advances up the pitch, but out of bounds. The Vikings will maintain possession with the throw here as they move left to right, as we see at the press box here at Joe Bean Stadium. Mosley turns it around. Has possession in the left channel. Will leave it for her defender, Hoshite. Back into the middle circle. Change field for Scott Nicky. Scott Nicky advancing up. Campbell looking to win it with a step. It is touched away out of bounds off of Megan, and will be another throw for Augustana. Leading 1-0. Thanks to a Taylor Mosley goal. Ball played into Farrell. Farrell leaves it back. Now advanced up to Mosley in the middle. Working one-on-one against Leah DeMoss. Now DeMoss comes over looking to win possession. Mosley comes right back as the two stalwarts for their respective teams, though, colliding down on the turf in the middle circle. Mosley still taking her time getting up, and we'll stop the clock to allow her to get up. She'll be
tracking all the way back to the midfield to win that back for the Vikings. Yep. I did want to mention both her and Farrell, really fantastic technical players, Judah. They have fantastic dribbling ability, both of them. The ball seems like it's attached to their foot wherever they are in the field. Really skilled soccer players.
Sure has been effective so far tonight. A little bit of a miscommunication here as the Thunder look to play it back to the offensive half. Anna Burnridge also into the ball game for the Thunder, the freshman from Tower Lakes, Illinois. Ball played into the Augie defensive half. Rising for the header is Karsten. Burnridge in the vicinity. Turning it around once. Can't find it is Tucker, who won that header initially. Burnridge trying to help this ball in for Witt. Touched away by the defense. Pettit in the vicinity here. Trio of freshmen for the Thunder down in this near side corner, winning this ball before it's played back for Megan Campbell. Megan with the left foot sends middle for DeMoss. Has some man on pressure to worry about. Is able to get it around Taylor Navarro, who recently entered. Navarro, sophomore from Elmhurst. Signing going down to play for the Vikings of Rock Island. Scott Nicky clears here, back to Campbell. Into Karsten, middle circle. 8 minutes for the first half. Thunder trailing by a goal at 1-0. Karsten slides her way through into the middle. Now leaves it with the left foot for Pettit. Tried to go back and forth looking for Witt or DeMoss. Neither are there. Cleared away to Farrell. Farrell leaves it for the near side for Amanda Tucker. Tucker looking to work around Burnridge. Burnridge steps over and touches away briefly. Tucker gets it back. Now slides this one back in toward the offensive half. Good step by Brayton. Takes it away from Farrell. Puts it into the middle for Leah DeMoss. The junior offers it forward, looking for Rao on that sequence. Couldn't find her exactly. Tim, we're seeing a couple of potential through balls that could look like attacks just slip by.
Sure, very good idea by Leda Moss. She had plenty of real estate to work with. She was able to pick her head up and look for somebody trying to get that one to Rao. She wasn't quick enough stepping up and being on her toes to come and get that one, but very good effort by Moss. She has a great vision of the field, as we've seen, Judah, in previous games.
This ball popped high into the air. Pettit looking to win it with the right foot. Can't. Now played on the feet of Dryskowski. Advancing up, looking for Farrell. Dryskowski comes back to get it. Shields off to Moss. Is there enough on this pass? There is initially. Now a good step and take away.
By Karsten.
Behind Karsten, winning that one back. Pettit with space, drops back for Campbell. Campbell slides it forward for Witt. Witt turns it around near sideline. Burnage gets a left foot to it. Not sure exactly who to, but Burnage collects again. Out of bounds now. A little too much on the second chance.
Augustana, number 15, Steph Hamaker.
For Anna Burnage. Steph Hamaker comes into the bowl game. Another freshman for Augustana for the final 6:11 of the first half. Headed high away and out of bounds. Thunder throw in the offensive. Campbell comes over to take it. Sends it in. Touched away by Burnage. Coming back over.
Burnage is doing a pretty good job bringing a much-needed energy to the midfield for Wheaton. I would like her, however, to see her, instead of just playing balls quickly off, maybe take a few touches for herself, be more confident on the ball, dribble around a little bit and open up some space. That would be good to see here on the near side.
Never know what could happen. This ball's rolled into the defensive half of the Thunder, and Brait will have to hustle over to get to it first. She plays it up to DeMoss.
A couple step overs by DeMoss.
Good cut over into the middle, finding Pettit. Just a little much for Pettit. Now Burnage will send it in toward the box, but no one making that run through in time. See that play develop, and it's collected by Chu. Pure drop kick here, letting it fall to the turf once and then get to it. And Karsten and Campbell in the vicinity here looking to win the header, and uh-oh. Laura may have suffered an injury to the head. It may have looked like. Of course, we won't speculate what it might be, but the trainers saw something and we saw something up here that was cause for them to get right back out there and take a look at Laura.
Injury substitution for Wheaton. Number 18, Tricia Carr.
In any case,
is still standing though. Looks like she was able to walk it off for a little bit.
Whatever it may have been, and it's not worth speculating as to what it might be, but you did see Laura having to take some time to collect herself. Thunder have a substitution at the ready, and it looks like Karsten will indeed have to come out of the game here. And coming on for her will be
Tricia Carr.
Tricia Carr, the freshman from Oswego, Illinois.
Judah, I don't know if I've seen Tricia Carr on the field this entire season, at least when I've been in the booth.
Well, we've been seeing some freshman faces for the Thunder, especially in these latter moments of the first half. Just surveying the scene, Tim, it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 freshmen for Wheaton as part of the current 11. And between Alexa Sharkey, the sophomore, that's 7 new faces on this team, and DeMoss is 8. So a lot of different talent. Then
Pete Felsky rotating everybody tonight. You know, the seniors had some time, and I got a lot of new faces in.
Well, it can be a lot of confidence. Of course, you never want to see a star player like Karsten have to be exited off due to injury, but we'll see what the word is on Laura. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. This ball sent in out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Augie leads by a goal, 1-0. So they move left to right, Thunder right to left. Augie with the 5-0 record in CCIW play controls the number 1 seed. If the season were to end today, the CCIW tournament would run through Rock Island should the Vikings be victorious in their semifinal. And if it were to end today, the Thunder would have a home game next Tuesday, but all bets would be off as to whether they could host the following Saturday should they win on Tuesday as we get ever closer to the national tournament. Always an exciting time of year, Tim.
It's coming up soon.
Especially this Wheaton Thunder program, with all the storied tradition behind and the decorated program that it is. Pete Felski has built here in the last 25 years. And a season ago, making a bit of a surprise run all the way to the national tournament. What a special team that was. And this team trying to come close to that success, that would be an incredible season as well. But there's a lot to get done up to that point. Here's Brait possessing in the defensive half. Thought about going one way, and instead takes the real estate in front of her and drops it into DeMoss middle circle. 3:50 remaining in the first half. DeMoss trying to point out some signs that look like Jaskowski saw her doing it, and she got in front and blocked that pass. Now Campbell collects, though. Advances on up for Trisha Carr. Carr possesses, wins a touch.
For the parents of Wheaton College
As it
seniors,
deflected
please make their
away.
way to the end of the concourse towards the football stadium.
Out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Thunder. It is officially senior night, as has been rescheduled from the original senior night that was going to be on Friday night. It is now tonight, this Wednesday night, a beautiful Wednesday night at that. Couldn't ask for any more better weather. So at the halftime break, we'll run through some statistics and then keep it live here to see some Wheaton Thunder senior night festivities and ceremonies as we recognize the 7 seniors on the squad this year. Here's Leah DeMoss now possessing. Rolls into the middle. She might try to send it toward the post. She does. Not enough on it. And it's picked up there by Meredith Chu.
Judah, I would have liked to see her take that shot one touch earlier. I think it would have, it was almost telegraphed a little bit as she held on to it longer and longer that she was going to take that one. But with 2 minutes to go, Judah, getting ahead or tying the game rather for the Wheaton College Thunder would be great momentum going into the locker room.
It'd be absolutely huge at this point with 2.5 to play. Here's Brait rolling it near side defensive line for Campbell. Campbell thought about going to Rao. Takes instead, drops into the middle for Pettit. And Mary rolls it behind her to Amanda Brait.
Kelly, drop into the midfield.
The second portion of our weeknight doubleheader continues. 7 p.m. at the conclusion of this game, with the Wheaton Thunder men's soccer team looking to keep their momentum going of their 6-game win streak. Here's a ball sent in nicely in toward the box.
Service.
Now Carr gets a right foot to it, looking for deflection. Yes.
Thunder, corner kick.
Corner kick it will be, under 2 minutes.
Judah, 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining. Corner kick, always a deadly kind of option for Wheaton. If they can get good service in here, it looks like DeMoss is going to take this one and find the big people in the middle, namely Kristen Rao. Unfortunately, Sarah Gadara isn't there, which is kind of the biggest target woman for Wheaton. It'd be great.
DeMoss sends in a low liner that skips in once on the turf. Turnaround and one initially by Sharkey. Now Alexis Sharkey collects. We'll replay it back to DeMoss. Thunder regain their onsides control. Now DeMoss dribbles into the box, sends it in, but it's blocked and sent out of bounds again. The Augie defense holding strong throughout this first half. Draws applause from their bench. Thunder throw this one in. Coming on hard is Rao to win it initially in the air. Falls to the turf. Pettit shields off the defense. Loops it high to the near side for Campbell.
First half, 1 minute.
Megan retains possession. Loops a high ball toward that end line. Scooting once for Sydney Sharkey. Deflected away by the defense. Coming on and dribbling around the touch. Nope, Alexis Sharkey gets to it again, but sends it over the end line here.
Taking the Augustana, number 5, Courtney Lynn.
Here comes Courtney Lynn, a senior for the Vikings, coming on. And for the final half minute here, so we'll have a goal kick. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Thunder trailing by a goal. Play the top. Witt tries to come over and get it. Touched away. Now Pettit slides it with the left foot in Burnage's direction as she looks to bring it back in control. Works around initial defense, but over the end line it goes for a goal kick. That'll be the final sequence of the first half. Augustana leading 1-0. The Vikings record of 5-0 in the CCIW, 45 minutes away from being 6-0. Of course, 45 minutes. Plenty of soccer to go to, but some things to clean up on the offensive end for Wheaton. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Judah, rather. I almost called you Tate. Tate, I do miss you out there if you are listening. But Judah, yeah, there is some work that Wheaton needs to do going into the half. Pete Felski's going to have to talk to both, offense and defense. I think defensively starting out Amanda Brait and the rest of the defensive line, Campbell, Sharkey. They've done a pretty good job blocking it down. A few slip-ups, a few times they've been, caught flat-footed kind of on the back line there, and that's when Mosley was able to capitalize on that. A kind of poor giveaway by Carson in the midfield, and she took it all by herself. Defense wasn't able to shut her down on that. But for the most part, they've been playing pretty well. Barretto's had some good saves. The one goal that she did let in was a very difficult one to stop. But on the other side of the coin, offensively, Judah, Wheaton does have to kind of get its act together a little bit. We want to see a lot more out of Lita Moss. She's been, shut down pretty well by number 32, Carrie Stucknicki from Augustana. Their defense, to give them credit, is due. Definitely, they've been playing very well, as has their keeper Meredith Chu, who's had some fantastic saves to keep it at 0 in terms of goals against for Augustana. Judah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we near the close
While
of
the number of
season,
chances may
we'd like
not
to take some time to
have been there,
recognize
the
our
number
seniors
the Thunder
on
would
the
have
Wheaton
liked
women's soccer
the
team.
effort between these two sides. So you can really see it, especially
We've
from both sides.
followed the
DeMoss going
record
back and
of 10
forth
and
on the
8.
defensive and the offensive, really
85%
hustling for
of
every ball that
matches.
she can get. All right, now we'll keep it live here for the brief minutes that we have at halftime for senior night festivities. We'll step away, so send it down the field.
Coach Pete Felsky says of the group, we will certainly miss the class of 2013 and what they have individually and collectively brought to our squad over the past 4 years. The records on the field speak for themselves, but it's the character they've shown throughout that's most impressive and what ultimately matters most. Each of these players and their parents for a great 4 years and the impact they've made on our program. Our first senior is Shelby Anthony with her parents Brad and Chris Anthony. Shelby is an English major from St. Charles, Illinois, and has played in 74 career matches with 1 goal and 1 assist, and has been an important part of Wheaton's success over the past 4 years, seeing considerable playing time. Shelby has played in 16 matches this season, with her first goal of Wheaton's win against Claremont Mudd Scripps. Shelby Anthony. Our next senior is Hillary Barretto, an art major from Paris, California, with her parents Aurelio and Peggy Barretto. Hillary has played in 67 matches in goal for the Thunder with 19 shutouts and an .074 goals against average in her career. She has appeared in 9 matches this season with 3 shutouts, and in her sophomore season she earned recognition as the CCIW Defensive Player of the Week. Hillary Barretto. Next we have Lindsay Johnson, a communications and psychology double major from Holland, Michigan, with her parents Bruce and Margie Johnson. Lindsay joined the team as a sophomore in 2010, and she rejoined the soccer team again this season and has played in 12 career matches for the Thunder. Lindsay has served her teammates through her encouragement, her upbeat spirit, and her great humor. Lindsay Johnson. Our fourth honoree is Laura Karsten with her parents Glenn and Cindy Karsten. She is an applied health science major from Grand Haven, Michigan. Laura is a team captain this season and has played in 97 career matches with 18 goals and 7 assists. She is a 2-time All-American, All-Region Defensive Player for the Thunder, and Laura has started every match this year and scored the game-winning goal in overtime against Principia. Laura Karsten. Our fifth senior is Jen Lee, an art major from St. Charles, Illinois, with her parents James and Cynthia. Jen has played in 70 matches for the Thunder over her career and has been an integral part of Wheaton's defense the past 4 seasons. She has 2 assists in her career with the Thunder, and Wheaton has recorded 48 shutouts in the past 4 seasons. Jen Lee. Next we have Val Lilly with her parents Larry and Callie. Val has appeared in over 78 matches in her Thunder career, playing a key role in Wheaton's offensive attack with 15 goals and 15 assists. She started 6 matches this season with a goal against Calvin, and she also had 2 assists on the year before suffering an injury. Val Lilly. Our final senior is Carrie Shannon, a Christian education and geology double major from Melville, New York, with her parents, Jack and Linda Shannon. Carrie has played in 92 matches for the Thunder in her career with 22 goals and 23 assists. She is 19th in school history in goals and 20th in career total points. She scored 13 goals with 13 assists in 2011, earning a D3Soccer.com All-American recognition. She's a team captain this year with 3 goals and 6 assists. Carrie Shannon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these young women and their parents one more round of applause. Thank you.
Up top, and they, like you said, had some really quality looks at goal, very hard shots, whereas Wheaton kind of had some slow rollers coming in and whatnot. So Wheaton really, they want to get their bodies behind the ball, but you want to see quality shots from the big scorers, Leah DeMoss, and also Ellie Witt. I'm sorry, both of you want to look for them to shoot, and as well as Sarah Gadara, who's also a proven goal scorer with 8 on the season. Judah.
Well, you know what's on the line here for the second half. It's the number 1 seed in CCIW play before the Thunder take on Milliken, their final game. A match on Friday the Thunder will undoubtedly be favored heavily in. And before the CCIW season wraps up and the tournament begins, the semifinal beginning on Tuesday. All right, the Thunder on the offensive quickly here, and it's DeMoss as this ball sent through the box. Touched away, Leah comes back over to win it back. She's been going back and forth with Scott Nicky, the defense for Augustana, all night long in that first half. We'll see if that battle continues in this second half as well. Thunder down by a goal as we enter the initial portions of half number 2. Taylor Mosley gets a header here, and it's out of bounds along that far sideline. Now coming back is Jen Lee. Looks like to be the same starters, and a good sign is Laura Karsten is back on the pitch as well. A bit of a scary moment for Laura in that first half, stumbling a bit after being hit, and will look like the head region. Of course, she suffered a black eye earlier this year as well, going up for a header, so she's been right in the thick of it. Tough luck indeed for Laura, but she's back on the pitch. Always good to see your leader out there. Now here's Brait in the middle, got some green in front of her. Now Karsten stepped once, had it nearly taken away, now got it back. Sends it now into Brait. Rolls it up for Shannon. Shannon turns it around. Gives to Sharkey. Sharkey into Shannon. Shannon has it. And it's a foul against Mosley. Lead official says we can continue now. Here's Woolridge dribbling outside, about 25 yards out, sending it in toward the top of the box. Deflected away there, now cleared. Turned over by Farrell. Farrell scoots by Karsten, comes by the other way. Has Mosley along that right side. Farrell will give to Mosley. Mosley will look to help it on, but a good touch by Jen Lee.
Very good by Jen Lee to shut that down.
Touched that away and didn't disallow the opportunity to get that ball to a streaking Amanda Tucker. Now Shannon scoots her way through the middle circle. Drops near side for Woolridge. Gadara tries to change places. She leaves it for Sarah Gadara. Back to Woolridge it goes. Looking to win possession at the top of the 18. Had it touched away. Wins it back to Shannon, 23 yards out. Shannon turns it around to Karsten now. Karsten in the middle back. Goes to Sharkey. Alexa dribbles her way through on the right foot. Still dribbling. Touches back in toward the middle for Shannon. Collects. Has it on her left foot. Touched away from the ball. Nicely done by Jaskowski. Brait repossesses for Wheaton. Fires along the far side for Jen Lee. Into the corner for Shannon. Drops middle for Laura Karsten. Runs up to it and collects. Now rolls near side for Alexa Sharkey. Alexa comes on for Woolridge. Woolridge slides it back into Sharkey. Sharkey turns it around, gets a left foot to it, looking for a header by DeMoss. Deflected away by the defense, still loose through the 6. Punched away through the box. Coming up toward that near sideline, fired away and out of bounds, looking for a Thunder throw. Not going to get it. It'll be an Augie throw instead.
Good look, though, by Alexis Sharkey, Judah, finding Leah DeMoss and almost getting the header on goal there. Good effort.
Here comes a slide by Annie Hamilton. Pops this one high into the air, out of bounds. It'll be another throw in for Augie. Defensive half. 3.5 minutes into the second half. A 1-0 advantage for the Road Vikings, who have won every road game that's come their way so far. We mentioned this earlier, 5-0, a surprising 5-0 undefeated mark in road matches in 2012 this year. Here's Shannon with possession of the ball, dribbles into the box, had it blocked and sent away. Hamilton's trying to recollect, kept in play for the time being, will be out of bounds for a Thunder throw instead. Fired in, possessed by Hamilton. Hamilton dribbles toward that near side corner, gets a deflection over the end line.
Thunder, corner kick.
And you heard it, Thunder corner kick coming up here. Wheaton another chance here. The first corner of the second half goes in favor of the orange and blue.
Want to find Gadara on this.
Sent in, loose for a brief moment, approaching his Sharkey, back toward the box and slides a few feet over the crossbar. Always tough to gauge that one and put that one on frame, Tim, but a good effort.
Yeah, that one rolling out right to Sharkey. Very, like you said, very good effort. Getting on the end of that one, stepping to it. It went over the crossbar, but still, Sharkey's got a good instinct so far in the first beginning minutes of the second half. Judah.
Goal kick comes on, still in the Viking defensive half, but possessed and sent away by Jessica Cross. Now middle circle for Hamilton, gets a right foot to it, looking to loop it on over for DeMoss, who's playing on that far side of the front line. Touched away again, bringing it down, Stephanie Barr sends it forward. Barr sent to the turf as she let that pass go. Now here's Krause, leaves it again for Mosley, but Shannon got in front and drops it back to Brait, who clears. Ball sent away back and forth over the midfield stripe. DeMoss looking to get it back. Good ball played up to Cross, I should say. Now sent it toward the post. Barreto is able to spot it, slide up to the far post, and bring it down.
30-yard effort from Farrell there, Judah. In the air the whole way. Really good shot.
Here's Woolridge. Plays middle circle for Shannon. And Tim, we mentioned that streak that the Thunder had in conference of not allowing a goal. Of course, that's snapped now with the 1-0 deficit that they currently face against Augustana. But entering play, they had not allowed the goal over the last 400 minutes and 8 seconds. That's a pretty impressive mark, although the Vikings already snapped that. Now are putting that in jeopardy of getting a second one here. But Gently is there to recollect as the Thunder defense retreated successfully. Now here's Sharkey up to Woolridge here. Annie slides away over the midfield stripe into the middle for Shannon. Shannon sends it to the far side to Moss, trying to keep it in place. The ball had some pace. She does, but is shielded off the ball by Scott Dickey again. Clearance comes high into the air toward out of bounds. It will be out of bounds. Thunder a throw at the edge of the attacking third coming up. They take it quickly. Looking to win it. Hamilton. But back in the Viking defensive. Mosley will let it roll, but too far as Karsten comes over. Hamilton again. Touches into Gadara, goes back and forth with Hamilton, but didn't lead her enough as she brings it on back and wins possession. Woolridge up into the air.
Handball looks like it's being called by the sideline referee. Finally, the whistle comes for it. Unfortunate
had that
for
flag.
Woolridge.
Yeah, had that flag up for a while, and Woolridge was the only one that wasn't sure. Unfortunately, she was busy possessing the ball. Everyone else walking the other way, but not much you can do about those situations. This ball's advanced up. Shannon into the air. Woolridge brings it down, attacking half. Annie sends it forward for Seabolt. Seabolt brings it back and collects. Now Hamilton, a high kick into the air for DeMoss. Will she be able to keep it in play? She does. Along the far side, drops to Lee, who fires back in toward Hamilton. Hamilton helping a header in for DeMoss. Now play to Gadara, leaves it for Leah. Slides it in. Whistle for offside.
Offside.
Tough to tell where that call was coming from unless it was Gadara that was off originally. But Tim, that looked like to be a pretty good effort. and almost resulted in a chance for the Thunder because the keeper was unable to possess it cleanly initially.
Some good give and go play between Gadara and DeMoss. Want to see more of that in the second half. Create some opportunities, Judah.
Yeah, we'll see if that can take place. Here's Seabolt rising, looking for a header. She's going back and forth with her counterpart, Maggie Hoshite. It's been solid defensively for Augie so far in this ball game. So we are under 37 minutes to go. Seabolt trying to help this one onto the near side. Woolridge does come over to collect. Woolridge dancing around some pressure, brings it in toward the box, slides to the top for Gadara. She touches a little too far.
Not the touch Gadara wanted. She was wide open and had a shot open for her and ready, Judah. Just unfortunate first touch. That, if you're a forward, though, that is everything.
Now Karsten slides it through. Sharkey sends it in. Gadara pops it high into the air. Karsten wins the header again, drops once to the turf. Twice now Shannon collects, rolls it far side for Jen Lee, helps it even farther to DeMoss. Back to Leah comes on a good look from Leah. Jen turns it around once, helps DeMoss as she streaks her way into the box, but had to do something with it and fired it through the 18 and was cleared there by Kirsten Boson. Now counterattack trying to be made without numbers by Augustana. It won't be effective here as Barreto comes out of the box and sends it forward herself. A couple of bodies fall hard to the ground, and one of them looks like it was Seabolt who fell to the turf. Anna, no stranger. She always gives 100%.
She does.
In every match that I've seen, Tim, and really no different on that occasion, although the call will go against her here.
Yeah, Judah, Seabolt's, smaller player up there. Sometimes gets knocked around by bigger defenders, but you're right. She always very aggressive, and especially tonight, I think she's been playing a very good game, creating some opportunities for Wheaton up top. We want to see more. Give it to Gadara, maybe get a few shots in there, but, Seabolt's been playing very well as of late.
Ball's been fired into the defensive half. Here's Woolridge possessing now for the Thunder as they move left to right. Looking for a long ball for Gadara. She'll have some sprinting in order to catch up. Looks like she might be able to do it. Slides over, keeps it in play along the far side. Touch the line. Nope. Can't do it on the second effort. That ball was sent a long ways. Gadara had to do a lot of chasing.
She did.
And unfortunately, the Vikings will retrieve possession at the edge of the defensive third. Fired in, helped on with a header once. Jen Lee keeps it in play. Tries to help it along. Shannon will have to come back over to collect. Carey turns it around, sends it along that far sideline. Here is DeMoss streaking her way in.
Great run by
She wins
DeMoss.
possession. Here she comes, trying to cross it in. Here's Seabolt letting go with the left foot. Couldn't do it as it was blocked. Gadara helping it back in, and it's going to go over the end line. Goal kick coming up.
Great opportunity for the Thunder, Judah. That was popped along, the far post. I think it was by Gadara. Woldridge, I wanted to see her on that far post, being able to clean that up a little bit, but it rolls out of bounds, and here's a goal kick for the Vikings.
Always tough to see exactly where that ball is going to be dropping, and DeMoss did all she could. Goal kick comes over. Cross has it on one leg, now into the defensive half for Wheaton, and Braid's there to recover. Amanda dribbles into the middle of the defensive half, looking for Hamilton, but a good step and takeaway. It was read nicely by Jaskowski. Now plays into Mosley as the shirts in navy blue try to do something with it. Mosley turns around away from Shannon, has it up to Farrell. Farrell thought about going one way, wants to go another. Now it's dropped for an opportunity for cross again outside the 18. And a header by Farrell, leaping up and making the save is Barreto.
Amazing effort by Farrell to get that header, not only square on goal, but, very well placed in the upper 90. Barreto needs to jump for that one, Judah. And, she's not even on balance. She was kind of, she wasn't square up to the goal. Great effort, great instinct by that forward.
Yeah, Barreto was chasing one way and had to recover and come back to go another, and she was able to do it. A good effort, as you indeed said, between Cross and Farrell to get that header up. Get the shot on goal. Karsten in the back cleans this one up for the Thunder. Gadara with the touch, trying to slice it over to Seabolt. Coming back over to take it away is Jaskowski, though. Now Karsten gets another header to it. Seabolt chops it down with the left foot. Comes back, Hamilton does. Now gets it to Seabolt. Dropping in, looking forward to Moss. Sending to the Thunder defensive half. Now play down at the feet of Stephanie Barr, the junior from Plainfield. Barr will have a throw in here. Last touch by Wheaton, but she'll defer it back to Skatnicki on the far defensive side. Approaching the game's final half hour in the 14th minute of the second half. Woolridge collecting here.
She has time looking for Sharkey.
She will go Sharkey's direction, trying to make this chase. A good hustle play made to deflect it away by Kristen Boson. There'll be a throw-in for Wheaton. Sharkey will take this. Sharkey, the defending CCIW Defensive Player of the Week.
What an honor.
What an honor indeed. I know that every player doesn't take that lightly. Sharkey.
And Judah, it is well deserved. She's had a great season so far.
No doubt about it. This ball sent in, and on the men's side, Noah Anthony, the Defensive Player of the Week in conference as well. So this conference is littered with Thunder defenders with weekly honors heading into this week. And again, we will see the men in action at the top of the 7 o'clock hour here. About 30 minutes apart from the conclusion of this one as the Wheaton Thunder take on Augie. The second portion of the Wheaton-Augie doubleheader. All right, this ball sent into the near side for Woolridge. Crosses it in toward the middle. Scoots its way in and sent away by Barr and thrown out of bounds for a Thunder throw in the attacking half. Coming over to take it. Looks like Jen Lee from there. Some verbal suggestions being thrown out by Coach Velsky. DeMoss trying to dance her way in toward the box. Denied entry there by a couple of defenders. Now brought up and advanced up the pitch. Looking to bring it down is Farrell, but it'll scoot its way out of bounds first. Thunder, another throw. Wheaton coming into the ball game had outscored opponents this season, Tim, 54-14. Obviously tons of offensive firepower, but there have been times here where it just seems to have been inconsistent throughout the season, and Coach Velsky would be the first to admit that, and they're looking for consistency the whole way. Free kick for the Thunder. They'll take it quickly as they look to equalize on the scoreboard, currently down by a goal. Woolridge, a great job to dribble around one, now two defenders into the box. Sends it forward, looking for a follow-up header, a shot!
Oh, my.
And a save is made by Chu.
Gadara's got to be pulling her hair out on that one, Judah. Open net. I don't know how Meredith Chu gets back in the middle to save that shot by Gadara. We do need to give credit to Annie Woolridge. Wonderful service. Splitting a couple defenders. Nice lofted ball in. Gadara gets onto it with the right foot. Meredith Chu comes up big.
Meredith Chu, the freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Another big-time play by her. Now here's Mosley.
You wonder what kind of recruiting this program does, Judah, to get people coming from the far reaches of Phoenix, Arizona, coming all the way to Rock Island, Illinois to play soccer.
Well, there's always a variety of reasons involved, as the Thunder do a great job of recruiting nationally as well. His name's all over the map. And Augie, blessed to have a freshman talent from the great American Southwest. This ball played now. It's beautiful over there.
Never
Sent in. Amanda Brate gets a header to it in the 6 as Woolridge will help it out with a header. Gadara comes on hard. This ball's got some English on it as it spins way into the defensive half and now popped high back into the air. On a warm, overcast, humid night here at Joe Bean Stadium. Uncharacteristic for the last week of October.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll take them when we can get them. This ball sent in. Trying to be possessed at this juncture by Cross. Sends it back Mosley, working one-on-one with Shannon, but couldn't get it by her. Carey was up to the task there. Now she'll possess after the touch by DeMoss. Will rotate field and give to Woolridge.
Plenty of space here for Woolridge, Judah.
Annie slides into the defensive. Thought about going right. Moves into the left instead. Into the middle it goes for Shannon. Carey approaches. Good job by Hamilton to make way for DeMoss to possess that one. Now Leah touches going end line. Brings it into the box. Crosses it in, but it's blocked over the end line. Corner kick.
Good defense once again by Stocknicki for the Vikings. Augustana shutting down Leah DeMoss. Unable to even get the service off to create an opportunity.
Really outstanding defense so far from Augie. Sydney Sharkey will re-enter before this corner kick sequence, and Sarah Gadara will come off the pitch. This ball crossed in, got some height outside the 6, punched in once high into the air, and will not be able to be kept in play. Another deflection will be
Number 25, Allie Witt. Thunder, corner kick.
Allie Witt comes back into the game for the Thunder after coming in around this juncture of the first half as well. And this time, Anna Seabolt will take a spot on the bench.
And once again, Judah, Wheaton's top scorers, Leah DeMoss and Allie Witt, both on the field.
Hamilton sends it home. Headed high into the air by the defense and now cleared away. Seabolt trying to work around Farrell, but Farrell will win the touch away from Sharkey, I should say, not Seabolt. Now sending it in toward the top of the box is Amanda Brait. Popped high into the air by Olsen. Brought to that near sideline. Brait does a nice job coming over and wins it back, keeping that in play. Now she continues her dribble into the offensive. Still working, steps over, now sends it along that far side, near side rather for Witt. Witt crosses in on the ground, loose for a brief moment. DeMoss got a foot to it. Couldn't retain possession, and it'll be
number 21, Amanda Tucker.
Amanda Tucker re-enters for Augustana. She brought some offensive spark for Coach Mejia earlier in that first half.
Just stand her up.
Now, be a goal kick for Meredith Chu. 26 minutes to go. Vikings by a goal, 1-0. Looking to win the top seed in the CCIW. The Thunder looking to do the same. Headed in toward the 6. Chu comes out to reach up and possess.
Confident goalkeeping, as we've seen all game, Judah, from Meredith Chu. Stepping off her line to grab that one.
Really has been.
It'll be a big test for Wheaton's offense to see if they can get by her tonight.
And you'll definitely see more offense in the last 26 minutes as the clock starts to get closer, as Brait loses this touch and nearly over the end line, but Barreto does a nice job to come back and collect. Would have been a gift-wrapped corner kick on that occasion had it not been for Barreto's alertness there. False once to the turf on the kick coming the other way. Witt trying to win that crucial second ball that coaches will always talk about. So looking to win that second touch. Now here's Carson dribbling her way in the middle circle. Finds Shannon. Shannon slides her way through.
Good through ball. Looking for DeMoss.
Looked for DeMoss and Sydney Sharkey on that far side. Neither one could get to it. Now Brait looking to win possession, but Farrell turns it around. Sharkey, though, back to recover, and her clearance goes off Amanda Brait again, and she's right back into sparring with Farrell. But she turns it around and wins it back. Not the smoothest of transitions, but the Thunder do still win possession. Looking for through was Shannon for DeMoss, not there. Shannon comes back over. Looks like she's the last one to touch it. Out of bounds. Nope, it'll be a Thunder throw, and Sharkey will take it. Alexia fires it forward, denied by the defense there. Farrell thought about going and sprinting toward that ball. It looked like she had the opportunity, but Karsten just overtook her.
Farrell's very good forward. Not only can she, attack and shoot, dribble, everything you want in a forward, but she's also a gnat when it comes to defense. When, Brait and Carson are trying to make some work of, and some tactical decisions in back. She's always on them, always pressuring.
And along with that, I'm sure comes quite the amount of effort and exhaustion toward the end of ball games, but the freshman has been effective so far in this ball game. Now here's Woolridge winning possession near side as DeMoss, as she's changed field now. Leah will dribble her way on the left foot, cutting her way through the top of the box. Now slides into the near side portion in the corner. Will dribble, trying to turn that corner, being shoved off the ball.
No support for her either.
And here's Woolridge coming over to clean up, sends it forward and is deflected by the defense. Mosley the header, kept in play by Lee. Coming on hard is Sydney Sharkey, and they're...
Play on, says the referee. It looked like a foul in the box.
Nothing called, though.
Sydney Sharkey.
Good dribble by Witt, trying to keep it in play. Can't do it, and when it's all said and done, it'll be another goal kick. Tim, you're going to need something pretty blatant in order to be called a goal or a penalty kick in the box in a ball game like this.
It is true, Judah. The referee was calling advantage, saw that Wheaton still had possession of the ball after the foul was called, decided to let him play it out.
Unfortunately, that did not fit the bill. So here's a goal kick, won by Shannon, looking at far side. Witt tracking it down, as is Sydney Sharkey. Now Sharkey dribbles her way through. Tries to slide something in toward the box. Nothing but blue jerseys there, however. It'll be casually picked up by Chu again.
She's taking her time getting those punts off. 22 minutes to go. And when you're down a goal, it's always crunch time, Judah. But the clock is ticking.
Indeed it is. Rolled near side for Woolridge. Augie would do themselves many favors to grab an insurance goal. Of course, the Thunder hoping to score first. Hamilton does a good job of tracking this one down and blocking that clearance attempt.
Good to see Hamilton going hard into the tackle. nonetheless going to be a throw-in for the Vikings, but still good effort.
Still a throw for Augie, the defensive half. Side referee and the lead referee will come talk to looks like something's going on here. Not sure exactly what, but
Kristen Bosen gets a talking to by the referee, and she's coming off.
looks like she may have a nosebleed of some sort here, and she'll have to plug it up, and that's exactly what she'll do in order to stay in the game. But
don't want blood on the field, Judah.
Not at all, Tim. Not at all. Of course, they take special care of that in basketball games where the blood could actually do damage on that wood should you slip on it. But although the turf pitch is a
it is
little
much
bit
the same with this field turf surface, though. You want to keep it maintained, though, Judah.
There's no doubt about it. And overall, for player safety,
That's true.
That's just a sidebar. This ball's thrown in, won by the Wheaton Thunder. Shannon coming over. Now Witt does outside the box. Drops into Hamilton. Not much room between her and Annie, but Hamilton does get to it. Now along that far side, touching away is Sharkey, looking to keep it in play. She does. Drops it back to Jen Lee. Still in the ball game. Rolls in the middle for Karsten. Karsten, good dance around Mosley. Wins possession. Karsten sliding and shooting.
Shot by Karsten.
And shooting it just a little too tall.
Wow.
Not a bad effort at all.
Fans giving her a round of applause for that effort. So do I, Judah. Really great strike from on top of the 18, taking everybody by surprise, even us up in the press box. Want to see more of that in the second half.
And she got definitely the space that she could work with, and rarely do you see a shot that's that close to the frame with that much juice on it, but give Karsten credit.
Sure.
She's got that ability, much like Mosley, her counterpart.
And Judah, I think that's what that's what it's going to take from Wheaton tonight to beat Meredith Chu in goal. She's proven keeper not only tonight but all season long. It's going to take those kind of efforts to break this 1-0 trailing that Wheaton is in right now.
A nice play by Tucker to dance around a couple defenders before she gives it up. Thunder defense have done a pretty strong effort here in this second half to keep the ball in their attacking half. Still trailing by a goal, though.
Yeah, haven't seen much, or as much, I should say, out of number 8, Taylor Mosley, and also not as much out of Farrell, too. So Amanda Braid, Sharkey, Karsten, doing a pretty good job in the back line.
And really on both sides of the field as well for the back line of the Thunder. We've mentioned all three of those names. Part of the attacking as well for Wheaton. Ball sent through the middle circle. As now Augie looks to maintain a possession here. Rolled in, possessed by Farrell. Farrell working around.
Good job by Sharkey. Doesn't get turned on by Farrell. Farrell's very, shorter player, very quick. Sharkey did a good job of sticking with her.
Witt dribbles her way along that far side, and Farrell comes right over to deny any more advancement of that. Thrown in, and Woolridge possesses. Woolridge goes far side for Lee. Jen dribbles her way into the attacking half, tried to slide something forward for Witt, but it was blocked there. One going the other way, a hard slide tackle. That's a foul, though.
Got to be careful with those lazy tackles after you lose the ball, Judah. I've been saying it a couple times this season for these girls. It's something you got to work on. If you lose the ball, you can't immediately go back and make a lazy foul or even go to ground like we just saw. It's just going to give a free kick to the other team.
Slides itself along the turf, up into the air now. Brought back down by Jen Lee. Rolled near side for Woolridge. Annie brings it across the midfield stride. Try to go outside,
Second
couldn't do
effort,
it.
she's got to win it.
Stopped by Mosley, though, and turned around. Mosley's ball up for Farrell is too much. Now Karsten looking to slide something up for DeMoss. A long distance pass dialed up, but
Great step by Olsen defensively for the Vikings, though.
Olsen did indeed. Now Sharkey turns it around. Alexa working the other way on this near side. Going outside, now brings it back in toward the middle. Sends it in, looking for someone.
Hamilton's got to go to that, Judah.
Hamilton unable to get to it. Brought back forward, and Farrell does possess. Farrell turning around, it's Woolridge back on her, but Farrell ends up winning it. Sends it on down, handing off to Tucker. Tucker working around Sharkey. Tucker plays it inside, but Sharkey was effective defending there. Mosley does possess. Excuse me, that's turned around by Jaskowski. Now Mosley making a long stride. Wins it back for Frickman. Frickman behind her to Hoshite. Sending it forward, but Shannon intercepts. Shannon, a long left-footed
What
through
a ball.
Is it going to get there? Looks like it will to Sydney Sharkey.
Run onto it.
Finds it down in the corner. Dribbles around one toward the end line. Cleared over the end line.
Thunder, corner kick. Checking into Wheaton, number 2, Sarah Gadara. And number 13, Mary Pettit.
Sarah Gadara and Mary Pettit. Sophomore and freshman, respectively, enter the ball game, offering some height here just in time for this corner kick for Wheaton, coming with 17 to go.
Sure, set up by Carrie Shannon. What a ball. Her signature, splitting 2 defenders, making this opportunity.
Good ball here. Gadara just couldn't get to it. Pettit shielding off a shot by Karsten. Looked like it was going to come on frame, but didn't quite make it to the 6. Augie's defense recovers, deflected away by Sharkey, and the Vikings pick up
Augustana, number 11, Taylor Navarro, and number 15, Steph Hammaker.
Now, pretty good effort there, and a good ball by Carrie Shannon, but Gadara just couldn't get high enough to meet it. As we're 16.5 minutes away from the final horn of regulation, Vikings holding on to the slim 1-0 margin. Touched away here by Kelly
Karsten.
Farrell.
She's going to want to watch her hands. She's doing battle with Farrell there. Something you're always going to want to watch for. You don't want to get called on that. But doing a good job of posting her up, Judah.
Carson is indeed. We mentioned that brief injury moment that she had earlier and precautionary reasons coming off the pitch, but she looks fine and is playing pretty good out there. Testament to her strength of will, really. On senior night of all nights, she wants to be out there helping out her team as part of the captain group. Sharkey with the left foot. Good job by Pettit just to duck down and get away from that ball. Letting it pass through. Now Gadara controls. Will drop it back to Pettit again, the offensive. Mary along this right side here. Slows pace down a little bit. Lets it roll. Popped high into the air. Wooldridge trying to come on and keep possession in favor of the Thunder. She does. Looking to retreat it back for Pettit. Not enough on it, though.
Woldridge is in the area. She wants to look towards goal, not look back outside for Mary Pettit on that one.
Now Shannon approaches. We'll just drop it back to that far sideline for Lee. Lee will slide it forward, looking for someone to be at home. It's deflected away. Threatening to go over the end line or out of bounds. Will be tracked down, kept in play by Wooldridge. Wooldridge thought about crossing it in, works around. Now does cross it with the left foot, but the only one who can get there is Chu, protecting the near post. Now under 15 minutes and counting remain. Chu, a pure drop kick again. Hits the turf once. Looking to win that second ball is Karsten. It's all white shirts there. Only one top forward to worry about for Wheaton, as Augie's content to play defense and try to protect this 1-goal lead the rest of the way. Here's Sharkey making her dribble into the offensive again. Alexa deciding to move to the outside. Now the sophomore fakes outside and comes in, dribbles her way, thought about splitting a double team, couldn't do it. Outside the box, touched away, Shannon rolls it back, looking for Lee, but it's touched away and sent forward by Taylor Navarro. Carson comes over to cut it off away from Farrell, who's had a busy second half, being one-man pressure along the Thunder defensive all these past 45 minutes. Here's Pettit now. Pettit touches inside. DeMoss had some room, but decided to go back to Pettit. She had a chance to turn to the goal.
DeMoss take those, Judah.
Here's Shannon now at the top of the box, looking to help it in toward Gadara's area. Had high into the air, the clearance. Shannon now once with the header. Retreated again by the Viking defense. Now played at the feet of Karsten as she brings it up. The touch is a little too far. Scoots its way down, though. Sharkey will help it on into the back for Amanda Bray. Bray has Farrell to worry about. Gives it to Sharkey. Alexa on the near side and Sydney on the far side. With the Thunder. Pettit now into Gadara. Drops it back into Pettit. Helps it near side now. Wooldridge. Wooldridge wants to cross. She cuts inside with a nice move.
She's going to push towards goal.
She'll shoot from here. Oh, looking to touch it and help it on was Gadara. But she cut the angle off too sharply. Sent it over the end line.
In for Wheaton, number 3, Shelby Anthony.
But that ball looks to be there, Tim, for the taking. That little shot by Wooldridge and the step and directed follow from Gadara. Although Wooldridge's shot was going to be gobbled up by Chu pretty easily, and Gadara had the right idea, just cut it off a little too abruptly.
No, Gadara was making the right run. She was in the right place. It was a difficult ball to work with, Judah. And good signs from Wheaton. But, you know, as we approach 10 minutes here, counting down, remaining in this game, Judah, it's going to be a mental, you know, test for Wheaton. How can they respond to being 1 goal down? You know, do they have the fortitude to carry through, stay focused, stay disciplined, play their game? And also, we want to see somebody be assertive. Somebody's got to step up offensively and get them back in this game. It's really, you know, I want to see it be Gadara, one of our goal scorers, DeMoss, one of them, being able to step up and be that man that's going to, or that woman rather, that's going to change this game.
Sharkey's able to keep this one in play along that far end line. Rattle around back and forth between the defense and offense of the Thunder. Now Shannon comes back over to possess and play it in the back for Amanda Brait. The offense will start to intensify now with under 12 minutes to go. Trailing by a goal, 1-0. Thunder have not yet cracked the scoreboard. Shannon makes her way through. Near side for Sharkey. Sharkey went outside, now comes back in. With the left foot sending it toward the top of the box. Directed header falls now at the feet of Shelby Anthony, who just entered for the first time in this contest. Anthony will change field and find Sydney Sharkey along that far side. Sydney will dribble her way in, sends it in toward the box, looking to possess and turn around as DeMoss. She has it at her feet, will shoot, and it's blocked. But now the shot, oh, and it sails over the face, and Sharkey was there to try to put it away.
Another good opportunity for the Thunder, Judah. They're knocking on the door. Just got to put one in the back of the old onion bag, as Tommy Smith on ESPN Soccer Net loves to say.
Oh, man. Got to put it in.
Really, 2 great efforts by DeMoss. She was posting up, going to turn and shoot, gets blocked, but she follows up, and that shot just glances, you know, across the mouth of the goal.
DeMott's aggression is now reaching a higher level. She now possesses at the top of the 18, but the Viking defense up to the task time and time again. Sent away, out of bounds will be another Thunder throw as they'll start to pick up the pace a little here. They feel it, they're on the cusp. And until something goes in the back of the net, though, they'll still be searching for the equalizer.
The momentum is definitely favoring Wheaton right now, Judah. It's been on their half of the field for quite a while.
Especially throughout the second half, Jader.
It's all about capitalizing, though. You know, you can have it on your field the entire game. If you make one slip up, you know, Farrell and Mosley, they, as we've seen, they can punish you for it. You got to put the ball in the back of the net.
Mosley just re-entered about a minute ago to help the Viking counterattack. Now Sharkey dribbling her way past Mosley. Now working on another sent to the turf. That's a foul.
This could be a card here.
We'll see. Is there a couple? Lead referee coming over quickly. Will he reach into his pocket? He will not. He just wants to settle down play on that side. And Shelby Anthony, who entered a few minutes ago for this exact reason, her ability to put good height to balls from this area. She does indeed. It's a good ball. High into the air, looking to put it in. And Shannon with the header, but a little too much to it.
Anthony
had the right idea.
And number 11, Megan Campbell.
Like you said, service was a bit high, Judah, from Anthony, but still really good. You want those lofted balls up, get it in the mixer. That's what it's all about. A lot of times, you know, we've seen all season ball bouncing around in the 6-yard box and it gets put in one way or another. It's just good. You got to get those opportunities, get the ball in the area. That's what it's all about.
Get in the area and hope for a touch toward your direction. Be ready to put it away. We'll see if that's the theme of the Thunder's equalizer, if they can find it. Now Megan Campbell has entered. Amanda Brait comes off the pitch, so the Thunder deciding to sacrifice some possession defense for more aggression defense as Campbell makes a touch here and brings it into the offensive half. Had it touched away, now Shelby Anthony will go back and get it in the middle half of it. She's playing center back here. 8:40 to go now in regulation. Thunder still trailing by a goal. Augie hoping to improve their road record to 6-0. An outstanding mark. The Thunder trying to avoid losing for the second time this year at Joe Bean. Now
Judah,
Megan Campbell.
They can't be in a rush now. The Wheaton Thunder cannot be. It's all about they have to stay focused and continue playing this attacking style play that we've seen the last couple minutes and, most of the second half. 8 minutes to go. They can't let that get to their heads, Judah.
Campbell will have this throw in. Now puts it on her left foot, slides it to the top of the box. Good deadened weight by Siebold there, leaving a chance to shoot by Pettit. Not sure we saw that coming, but Pettit's shot was blocked in any case. Now Gadara trying to help it on for Sharkey on that far side. Couldn't find her. Campbell coming on hard to win the ball. Draws some ire of the road fans there for no call, but we play on. Now Sydney Sharkey looking to dance around one defender and can't do another. Sent back into the Thunder defensive half. 7.5 minutes to play. Anthony with the bright pink shoes. And
they are her signature, Judah.
They are indeed.
Always fluorescent out there on the pitch at Joe Bean Stadium.
Plays it in towards Sharkey. Had it deflected out of bounds. Sharkey will regain it quickly and play it in. Here's Shannon. Shannon looking to drop it back to Alexa. She'll cross it back in toward the box. Brief time getting to it. Now here's Pettit with the left foot trying to send it forward, but their defense flying to the ball again, not allowing the Thunder to get a crisp shot off from distance. Now Mosley on a counterattack. She sees what she can. It's a 2-on-4 attack here, so she'll slow it down. Mosley will dribble past Campbell. Couldn't do it. It's out of bounds for a Thunder throw.
And for Wheaton, number 7, Laura Karsten.
Laura Carson will enter the ball game again after this brief break for the final 6.5 minutes, and Mary Pettit will come off. We'll see if that's the final substitutions that Felski has in order or not.
Judah, now is the time. It is crunch time right now for the Wheaton College Thunder women's soccer team. This is echoes of times where, they've been down a goal or they've been tied and they want the win. And, it comes to these critical last few minutes and they haven't been able to do it. Trinity comes to mind, as well as the 0-0 tie with Elmhurst. They want to turn a new leaf here tonight.
No doubt about it. It'd be an important game to turn that leaf. Good touch around by Sharkey, but it's going to be a foul instead against Augustana's Skanicki. So a free kick from here just in the offensive half for Wheaton. They'll take it quickly and play in the middle for Anthony. Shelby trying to help it on for Campbell. Way too much on it though. Megan unable to come get it. Sent up forward, looking for Anthony. Gets a right foot to it to send it back up. Turning it around, looking to grab it is Siebold. Possession one instead, going on that far side. Carson coming on hard once, that's Sydney Sharkey again. Now Anthony comes back to recover. 5.5 minutes remaining. Advancing it up for Gadara. Looking to get this one to Alexa Sharkey. Will she be able to track it down? Oh, the first one to it was Hoshite.
After that one too, Judah.
Hoshite, the first one there. Sent in, turned around. Shannon helping it in toward the mixer. Stopped there once by DeMoss. Now Gadara trying to get a foot to it before the keeper comes charging out. Gadara the last one to touch it as Chu is in some danger there.
Number 4, Stephanie Barr. Number Wheaton, number 28, Annie Wooldridge.
Annie Wooldridge re-enters. Sydney Sharkey will take a seat here. The final 4:51. Clock will be stopped now at every juncture where it will be required, especially for the final 5 minutes. And this one is included in that. In just over half an hour, we'll have the men's soccer match with Augustana coming up. I'll be right back here on the call with Trevor Krause in studio. Here's Alexa Sharkey looking to dribble her way through, touched away by Mosley. Wheaton will regain possession. 4.5 to play. Gadara helps it in toward the middle for Shannon. Shannon changes field for Jen Lee. Lee with the right foot sends it in toward the post, looking for someone, and it'll be Chu that steps back and spears it. Some of these balls are getting a little too deep in toward the post without allowing an onside member of the group to get a look at it. Here's Campbell. Slices it in toward the middle circle. Megan goes up to win the header again. It is off of Shannon.
Sharkey's making a run down the right side.
Now here's Karsten. She's looking for Alexa. Siebold instead possesses and turns it around. Now Siebold looking to go on the right side. The Vikings just packing the box defensively. A little too much on the retreating pass back to Karsten, but she comes back and collects it back to Anthony. Now along that far side for Jen Lee. Jen Lee touches Woldridge now on the far side striker position. Trying to turn around to win deflection. Was it touched? It was. It will be a corner kick for the Thunder.
3 minutes, Judah. Every opportunity is one you have to try and capitalize on. This corner is vital.
Shannon will just play it back to Jen Lee, see if she can put it back in again in the vicinity. She does. Looking to turn it in and send it home is Karsten, but couldn't meet the ball with the foot.
Karsten looking for that full volley effort coming off the service.
Touched away out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Thunder. 3:10 to go. Rifled in for Shannon. Shannon plays it on back for Campbell. Campbell brings it in back in toward the middle. Campbell now on the right foot. Sends it in toward the top. Header deflects it away. Coming on hard is Anthony, and it goes by her. Carrying around now Mosley. She'll have plenty of time, and she'll go ahead and win that dribble along that far side. 2:45 to go. Mosley and Anthony going back and forth, and finally possession is won by the Thunder as it goes out of bounds. But some valuable seconds lost off the clock in any case. Now Sharkey advancing it up the turf, looking for DeMoss. DeMoss touches once. Ball's got some spin to it as Gadara comes over. Deflected away out of bounds, allows the rest of the defense to regroup and regather. Sharkey to DeMoss. DeMoss going back and forth. Now Leah pulls it down. Leah trying to dribble her way in toward the box. Couldn't do it initially, but is able to come and get it back before playing in the middle for Carrie Shannon, but couldn't do it. Deflected away. 2:05. 2 minutes now in regulation.
Crowd trying to get behind Wheaton now. Some of them on their feet.
As Shannon possesses the full 11 stacked in the defensive half for Augie now. Won't be easy to get a ball on. DeMoss had a chance to make a run for it. Couldn't get there. Couldn't get anything off before the calm, collected Chu was able to possess. Chu, drop kick. Campbell into the air. Going against the height of Mosley. Now Anthony will have to come over and collect. Send it along that far side for Woldridge. Woldridge couldn't win possession. Now a minute and a half. 90 seconds remain in the game. Ball is thrown in. Leah DeMoss possesses, trying to go along the far sideline. Flipped away and out of bounds. 1:13 to go. DeMoss turning around once, twice. Helps it into the air. Cleared away by the Viking defense. Jen Lee comes back on that far sideline. Firing it forward, deflected there.
1 minute remaining
1 minute to
regulation.
go. Campbell helping it along. Another deflection away by the defense. Karsten loops it with the left foot. Falling once to the turf. Now Shannon will shoot.
Wow.
Right at the keeper.
Good effort by Shannon. I think Chu had that read all the way, Judah.
I think she did as well. She's been able to read those pretty consistently all night long. 35 seconds left. Shannon in the middle circle. Goes forward, now deflected away, and now Anthony sends it up for DeMoss. DeMoss trying to get there. We're in the game's final 23 seconds now. Karsten, a high looping through in the direction of Seabolt. Can Anna get there? She's able to keep it in play with 14 seconds left. Dribble comes in toward the box. DeMoss can't get there. That's going to do it.
9, 8, 7,
The Augustana Vikings come into Joe Bean Stadium and hand the Thunder
2,
their second
1.
loss at home of the season, and it's a big one for Augie as they will come onto the field and celebrate. Tim, really, what can you say about this effort from Wheaton? Looked like offensively they got a little bit behind the 8 ball in that first half and were unable to really penetrate through that defense of the Vikings. They really stacked in the defensive half, really, that second half, and 1-0 the final coming in. Not sure if that's what we expected, but in any case, that's the way it ends up.
Judah, all credit goes to the defense. I have to say, that whole defensive line for Augustana is the MVP of this game for me. So many times they just shut down Wheaton, as well as the goalkeeping effort, which is absolutely phenomenal from Meredith Chu for Augustana. Those two combined, that defensive line and that goalkeeping, keeping Wheaton at 0 goals, unable to make anything happen, like you said, and handing Wheaton another loss on the season.
Well, the Thunder, who had that scoreless streak against them going into this ball game of over 400 minutes, hard to believe, but had not yet allowed a goal through the first 5 conference games. They allowed only 1 tonight, but unfortunately that was enough to beat them as we We'll get you some second half statistics here in just a moment, but a big victory for Augustana. They improved their road record to 6-0 on the road season, so another big win for the Vikings. Undefeated on the road. That's a pretty amazing mark. Unfortunately for the Thunder, it's their third non-win at Joe Bean this year, between one draw and now the second loss. And unfortunately, it comes on senior night tonight as well.
That's unfortunate.
Which is always a difficult result to swallow on such a special occasion. But you got to give this Viking squad credit, Tim. They improved to 14-3 overall, 6-0, and now, as long as they win their semifinal run, the conference tournament will run through Rock Island, and that's not an easy place to play, especially judging by years past. The Thunder, although history favors their side in the direct matchups in recent history, Rock Island, not an easy place to play should the Thunder win next Tuesday.
Yeah, like you said, Jude, it is not easy. And like we were talking about earlier, the travel time down there, that adds to it. And them just having great home field advantage down there, down south part of the state, it is difficult. But, this Augustana side has the makings of a great team. That's what I have to say. Offensively, with their dynamic duo up top, really, of Farrell and Mosley, adding to their marks, assists, goals for Mosley. Just really great work up top. And then, those two forwards are just really gnats, like I said, for the defensive line for Wheaton, as they're trying to make some tactical and set some things up for their own offense. Very difficult forwards to deal with. And then, defensively for Augustana, another just really great soccer being played out there for their whole line, getting bodies in front of shots, shutting down with really great tackles, just fundamental soccer from their defensive line, and sealed off with the great goalkeeping efforts of Meredith Chu. Just really good team. Going to have to watch out for them in the national tournament, that's for sure, Judah.
Well, Augie's definitely on a roll. They've won 3 in a row now, and Tim, you've got those final stat line for us, and if you would mind reading some of those off.
Yep, so for Augustana, only 8 shots on goal 6, whereas Wheaton had 16 shots and 5 on goal. And that just goes to tell me it's all about what you make with those quality opportunities, and finishing them, Judah, is what it's all about. Wheaton had plenty. A lot of them were blocked by Augustana, and a lot, great saves made by Meredith Chu for Augustana. But unfortunate result here tonight for Wheaton. Yet you never want to lose at home, and you don't want to lose in front of your home crowd and your parents that are here for senior night. But you got to roll with the punches. That's what happens, and they're going to move on to their next game against Milliken this Friday night, Judah.
2 days from now, you mentioned it, Jader. Friday night at 4:30, right back here on WETN local cable television, really, channel 4, and on WETN.org, the 8.1 frequency on your FM dial.